This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Byrne. The Toronto Maple Leafs are back, baby. And they're back in the loss column after losing their first post-Olympic game. And that came to the Tampa Bay Lightning. It seems like a good time to refresh your memory on where exactly things stood for the Leafs, heading into that nearly 3-week break. It's been an up-and-down season in Leafland, to say the least. Just look at how the last 2.5 months have gone. From December 11th to December 21st, the Leafs dropped 5 out of 6 games, gaining just 3 points in the process. And then they got hot. The Leafs lost just 2 games over the next 10, with those 2 losses coming in OT, and just when things are feeling good again. It's another cold streak for the Bugs. They lost 8 out of the next 9 games, while getting outscored by 18 goals in that span. And just to complete the full Jekyll and Hyde performance, the Leafs finished up pre-Olympic play with a 3-game win streak while on the road in the West Coast. You all know how I feel about this. Fine, lose the game, lose all the games, okay? I'm out. While the Atlantic Division has remained tight all year, it's starting to stretch out a bit, with the Leafs falling behind the Habs, Sabres, and Red Wings by a margin of 9 points. Odds makers won't make Leaf Nation feel much better, with FanDuel currently listing the Leafs' playoff chances at plus 490. And they have an 80-1 shot at lifting the Stanley Cup. Toronto has another crucial game tonight as they battle with the Florida Panthers. One potential factor that may benefit the Leafs is rest. While the Leafs had just 3 players active in Olympic play, and only 1 past the quarterfinals, the Panthers had a whopping 10 players across the pond, with 4 of them playing the gold medal game. The puck drops in Sunrise, Florida at 7 p.m. Eastern. Viewers in the Leafs region can catch the action right here on TSN. Meanwhile, Brady Tkachuk was back on the ice today for the Senators, as they get ready for their game tonight against the Red Wings. Now, on Fox News just a few nights ago, Tkachuk was asked about what he expected in his return to Ottawa. He said, "They're not the happiest with me right now. Just go back, give them everything I got. It's a funny feeling when you feel their support every day. And within 2 weeks, you're public enemy number 1. I'm going back with a smile on my face and getting ready for a playoff push." Well, today, Tkachuk spoke to media in Ottawa for the first time.
Somebody yelled, like, "Close the northern border" in that celebration. Like, how did you react to that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing stuff that people think it's me, but if you watch the video, that's not my voice and something that I never say. And I mean, I don't really know how that kind of took a storm on its own when I play here and give everything I have here. And I just think that's something that never I thought would happen in my head, and especially would never say it. Coming off the ice, and I think it was 15 minutes later, you have the President of the United States calling you. You just can't really believe you're still riding the high of being a world champ, and for the President to take time and call. And when it comes to the women's team, I mean, I just have a story of one of my favorite memories from Olympics is after we won and after the women's team came back from the closing ceremonies, both our teams were just in the dining hall hanging out, having fun, just kind of being on top of the world.
So then why would you laugh when they got invited?
I mean, I don't really have an answer. Honestly, it was just a whirlwind of a moment that, like, you can't really control what somebody says, and it just, I guess, caught off guard a little bit. But I mean, when you're talking to the President 10 minutes after you just achieve your dream, it's just the fact that you're talking to him. It's just, you can't really believe where your life's at, that you're talking to the President of the United States after you just won a gold medal.
Does this impact you maybe wanting to not play in Canada?
That's not even something that has crossed my mind. I love playing for this team. I love the guys in this room. I really believe in what we're all about, and that thought has just never crossed my mind.
Wow, and boom goes the dynamite, and water is wet. Okay. I mean, what were we expecting him to say, really, eh? Joined now by a very special guest, Tim Hauraney. Timothy, how are you feeling?
I'll tell you, it's not much longer to go now, Marissa. Oh, yeah.
Wait, let me grab my coffee cup, too. Not long at all, Tim. We're just around the corner from F1 kicking off in Australia. Now, you were in Bahrain for testing. After 2 weeks of that, how would you rank the teams from slowest to fastest?
Yeah, from seeing everything trackside, Marissa, I've got to start with Aston Martin being as the slowest team. They had a dreadful test. Their power unit from Honda is behind at the moment. They have a lot of work to do in that department. And then from there, it's got to be Cadillac. Really impressive from Cadillac, in my opinion, just to get a car to the track. They actually look pretty good for the new team on the block in Formula One. And then from there, we got to go with Williams, Racing Bulls, Audi, Alpine, Haas, And in the top 4, I kind of see it as this, really mix of cars, because these teams I feel in the top 4 are going to be the ones who are going to be battling for a Constructors' Championship and potentially Drivers' Championship as well. We have to start with Red Bull Racing. I've got them in the 4 spot right now. Then from there, we're going to go with McLaren. McLaren's car looked really decent out on track and getting up close with that thing. The downforce levels on it look great. Their gearbox is really strong. I think it's one of the strongest ones on the grid in that respect. I just feel they need a little more development with this car, but I can see McLaren making huge strides later on in the season. Then from there, in the 2nd spot, it's Ferrari. I mean, Ferrari has done a really nice job here. Granted, they brought a Spec A car to Bahrain for testing, so by the time we get to Australia, their car is going to have some improvements to it. It will change a little bit. And then I've got Mercedes in the number 1 spot. Their car looked great. Kimi Antonelli, George Russell, both drivers handled this thing really well. And when it comes to engine regulations, which is one of the key things that we are going through here in F1, the last time we had a big engine regulation change was in 2014 in Mercedes. Well, they hit a grand slam with that one. So I expect Mercedes to lead the way at the first race in Australia.
Timothy, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks very much for having me, Marissa. Really appreciate it. Thanks to producer Mike as well.
For all your Formula One needs, we have you covered. And it begins with the Australian Grand Prix next Saturday. 10:55 p.m. Eastern, 7:55 p.m. Pacific. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
Now imagine you went to see a new movie in theaters produced by your favorite basketball player, Steph Curry. And not only was he in attendance, but he noticed you with the crowd.
I just want to say thank you all so much for the entire family. This is something that I hope lands and that you enjoy. You look very excited.
Yes.
But this is very, very special that this is on screen, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Sorry to keep you waiting. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. That was the most genuine response. It's actually Thursday, not Tuesday, so consider this a special edition of Anytime Goal Scorer on FanDuel. And today we're feeling pretty good about this one. Not only was this player hot before the Olympic break, but he might feel like he has something to prove. We're taking Connor Bedard at plus 180 to find the back of the net against the Predators. And how could we not? Bedard comes into Thursday with 3 goals in his last 4 games. And after not being selected to represent Canada, Bedard might take that and run with it. And the Predators might just be the team he needs to kickstart a run. Nashville come in with the 4th most goals against and the 5th most goals against per game. So we're hoping Bedard can take advantage of a struggling national team. That's it for today. We'll see you back tomorrow at 3 Eastern, Pacific. Have a good one.